Germany is infamous for its taxes. If you're in tax class 1 and earn around 52,000 euros a year, about 36% of that is lost to taxes and social contributions. Add to that the sky-high rents, expensive energy costs, and overall high cost of living. It's a tough financial situation. For foreigners sending money back home to their families, there's often very little left at the end of the month. But what if I told you there's a way to save thousands of euros in Germany? What if I said that you can send money back to your family and get part of it back from the German government? Sounds too good to be true, right? Well, it's true and 100% legal. The surprising part is how few foreigners in Germany know about this. So in this video, I'll explain everything you need to know about this trick to save you thousands of euros in Germany each year. By the way, if you're new to the channel, my name is SN, and on this channel, we discuss how to succeed financially in Germany. Now, if you work and pay taxes in Germany, there's a tax benefit you might not be aware about. The German government allows you to claim certain expenses as extraordinary burdens. These are costs that go beyond the normal day-to-day expenses, like medical bills, funeral costs, and financial support to family members in need. So if you send money back home to support your parents or other family members, this could qualify as a maintenance payment. This means you can lower your taxable income and save money. But since it's Germany, there are rules you'll need to follow to make this thing work. Let's go through that step by step. Who can receive maintenance payments? According to German law, Civil Code Section 1601, relatives in a straight line are responsible for supporting each other. This means that as someone working in Germany, you're allowed to send financial support to your parents, grandparents, spouse, children, and your in-laws. This applies if the person receiving the money cannot support themselves financially. For example, they might be elderly, unemployed, or otherwise unable to earn a living. So how much can you actually claim? The maximum amount you can claim depends on Germany's tax-free allowance. This is a specific amount of income that isn't taxed. For 2024, the maximum claimable amount was 11,604 euros. In 2025, it increased to 12,096 euros. But this is the absolute maximum, and how much you can actually claim depends on a few factors. The financial situation of the recipient. The person you're supporting shouldn't have significant income or assets of their own. If they earn more than 624 euros per month, the amount you can claim will decrease. For example, if their monthly income is 700 euros, the tax office will deduct that from the maximum allowance before calculating your claim. Relationship and country of residence. The closer the relationship, the higher the likelihood of your claim being accepted. Also, the country where the recipient lives matters. Germany groups countries into different categories based on their cost of living. Depending on the group, you may only be able to claim a portion of the maximum amount. For example, Group 1 countries can claim full 100% of this amount. Group 2 countries, 75% of the maximum. Group 3 countries, 50% of the maximum. And Group 4 countries, which can claim 25% of the maximum amount. For example, if your parents live in a Group 4 country like Pakistan or Bangladesh, you can claim up to a maximum of 3,024 euros, which is 25% of the maximum amount. If they lived in a Group 1 country like the US or the UK, you could claim the full 12,096 euros. Your own income level. Your income also affects how much you can claim. The higher your income, the less you can deduct. Here is how it works. If you earn up to 15,000 euros a year, you can claim the maintenance payments after 5% of your income. If you earn between 15,000 and 50,000 euros a year, the threshold is 6%. If you earn over 50,000 euros a year, the threshold is 7%. Let's simplify this with an example. If you earn 30,000 euros a year and send 2,000 euros to your parents, you can only claim the amount that exceeds 6% of 30,000 euros is 1,800 euros. So you can claim 200 euros, which is 2,000 minus 1,800. Stacking claims for multiple people. If you support more than one person, you can combine the claims. For example, if both of your parents live in a Group 4 country, you can claim up to 3,000 euros for each of them for a total of 6,048 euros. Supporting additional relatives like grandparents or in-laws can increase the total claimable amount even further. Please hit the like button if you're getting value from this video and consider subscribing. So now you know who can claim this benefit and what is the maximum claimable amount in various countries. Next, we need certain documents to help us prove our claims. To prove the person being assisted actually deserves this help, we need to get a maintenance declaration form to be filled out and notarized. This maintenance declaration form contains important information like personal details of the supported person, their economic situation, assets, and other important information. You can download the maintenance declaration form as well as my written guide on this topic at ascentfinance.com, link in the description. You can even download this form in many languages. Okay, let's have a look at the maintenance declaration form in detail. On the top of the form, we provide the details of the person providing the support, so their name and the residence in Germany. Then details of the person being supported. Also on the very top, we provide details of the year in which the support was provided. In section A, we provide the person's details like their name, date of birth and place of birth, and their relation with the supporting person, occupation, etc. We also provide details of how many other people live in the same house. In section B, we provide the details of the supported person's economic situation, all the sources of income like salary, pension, stock, rent, etc. Each source of income needs to be verified by providing specific documents like pension slip, tax notice, etc. If any income section is not applicable, simply leave it empty or draw a horizontal line across it. In the expenditure section, write down the expenses. Remember that you are providing yearly information on each point. You also provide the details of the supported person's assets like land, house, agriculture, or any other assets like bank balance. In section C, the supported person writes when did they receive the support for the first time, how many and by whom were the payments made. The time of sending each payment really matters, which I will discuss later on in this video. They also have to tell how they have lived before receiving the support and some other important information. In section D, the supported person signs the document and provides their location and the date. This document also needs to be confirmed by a local authority at the end of section A. The local authority varies for each country, but if you have any authorities similar to a union council or a district council similar to a Gemeinde in Germany, you can get a signature from a government employee of that council. You will need a separate maintenance declaration form for each person you support, and you need a new one each year for each year of support. In addition to the maintenance declaration form, you will need additional documents to prove the payments. Maintenance payments must be proven by bank receipts that clearly identify the recipient. If there are several people receiving support in the same household, it is sufficient if the receipts are made out to one person. For payments to accounts that are not in the name of the recipient, a bank certificate confirming the account authorization is also required. This happens in cases where you send the money from your German account to your own account back home, and the supported person has access to that account. This is acceptable but not recommended, as there may be an objection from the German authorities. I'll discuss my recommendations at the end of the video. Cash payments are also possible, but strict proof requirements do apply. You need to provide proof of cash withdrawal from your German bank account or any other account, get proof that the payment was given in cash to the supported person, get that notarized, and you may also need to provide proof that you actually were present when the money was given in cash to the supported person. You can do that by showing your flight ticket and entry stamps on your passport. To make your case even stronger, you can also provide any other documents that can prove that the maintained person is in fact needy. One such document could be a tax declaration from their home country. Okay, let's talk about my recommended method to send money and have the least amount of friction from the tax office. The maximum amount of 12,096 euros is meant for the whole year. So if you send this whole amount in January, that's okay. But if you send this amount in July or December, you cannot claim support for the whole year. You can only claim a certain number of months depending on the sending date. So best practice would be to either send this whole amount in January, make one transfer each month, or once every quarter. Try to send money using bank transfer or transfer apps like the ones mentioned in the video description, and avoid cash payments. Also avoid sending money to your own account. Instead, send the money to individual accounts of the people being supported. If multiple people live in the same house, you can send the support to all of those people to a single person's bank account. Following these steps can fortify your claims of actually supporting the needy persons and show concrete arguments of a monthly support system from your side. Now that you know the details about this trick, how can you actually use this trick to save thousands of euros in Germany? Well, you will need to file your tax return and add all of these details in your Steuererklärung. You can get help from a tax consultant or do it on your own. In this video, I share exactly how to do that. And in this video, I share other tips to save money in Germany. So thanks for watching, bleib gesund, and I'll see you in one of these videos.